Sarah and welcome to my channel. So today I have my smoothie recipe. So this is something that I drink pretty much every day for breakfast, and that's just mainly because I've been trying to incorporate more natural ingredients, more like one ingredient ingredients, like just shopping in only the produce section when I can. And so this recipe is pretty clean. You wouldn't be expecting when you have a kale smoothie for it to be so good and creamy and delicious, but with just a few ingredients it really does get there, and it gets to be something that you don't dread drinking in the morning, And even the first time I made it, I was like, wow, this is really good. And there's certainly a few different ways you can mess up the recipe and it can kind of ruin it for you, but I'm going to give you tips and tricks to making your smoothie flawless and having something that you actually enjoy drinking in the morning. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here I have our kale. I actually picked these up from the farmer's market. So they're really fresh, they're all natural, and you can see they're not cut yet, so that's why I have my cutting board and my knife out for that. The next ingredient is cucumber. I also picked this up from the same stand I got the kale at, so this is also locally sourced, everything. Cucumber, yeah. The clementine is not something I picked up at the farmer's market. This I just got at the grocery store. And then here I have a banana. I just took it out the other day and put it in the freezer, so it is frozen. Using the frozen banana, you don't need to use much ice, and you just use some water instead. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is the kale. Now I already took the liberty of washing this ahead of time, so feel free to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our kale here all cut up, and it is a lot. I wasn't really sure how much to do because I normally use kits, so I just do 3 handfuls. But this seems like an okay amount, it's just a lot. And it's good because it packs down. And look at how much kale you're actually eating. You would never eat this much in a salad. This seems like a lot. But in a smoothie, it packs down, and it's a perfect way to get your kale in. Now, step 2, I take my cucumber, and I just cut off the ends, right at the end. And I just cut a few large chunks. Actually, that might be good, just like that. Our next ingredient is clementine. So I like to use the whole clementine. When I first started this recipe, I was using orange juice, but orange juice and other juices in general tend to have higher sugar content. You're not getting all the fiber you would generally get out of the real fruit. So I just started buying some clementines and just doing 1 clementine. I usually break it up into thirds, so just like that. I'll put that right in there, and I don't bother taking any of the the white parts out, just because that's good fiber. So next I'm going to take my banana, and so I have my 2 frozen halves, and I'm going to push them in there. Next I'm going to take my ice cubes, which are also starting to melt, but I'm going to just pour those in there. And now my water. And so basically you're going to want to judge by the consistency that your blender gives you. I do add quite a bit of water. Maybe there. Oh, well, I have 2 drops left, so. These next 2 ingredients, of course, you wouldn't have to do because this is mainly the bulk of the smoothie. But you can use whatever you have on hand if you do want to use some other ingredients. You could also put in, some seeds or some nuts if you prefer. But I have 2 different Protein World blends. This is the acai berry powder, and it just adds a little bit of sweetness, and you're also getting in, of course, some acai and all its benefits. And so I'm just going to put that on. The ingredients are 100% acai berry powder, and that's it. Now this one that I have is the Vital Veggies blend, and I actually really do like this one. There's a lot of stuff in it. This has broccoli, parsley, spirulina, barley grass, alfalfa, kale, matcha, spinach, and wheatgrass. I'm just going to put a little bit more than I have a scoop in that one. Now you're ready to blend. Now that it's finished blending once, it might be okay. But what I've noticed is sometimes the pieces of the kale stem and the cucumber just aren't like fully incorporated in, and they're still kind of in large bits. So I generally blend it a second time. I'll just give it a quick, you know, turn and then back on. Okay, so it is now blended twice, and I can tell just by looking at it, it is ready to enjoy. Okay, so now here we go, our taste test. It's really good, and it's super like creamy. If you want the facts on it, hold on, because I have recorded this before. Let me see. The app that I use is actually just called Lose It. If you go over to meals, it'll say breakfast, and then I'll just click on this, and it has exactly what I recorded and the amounts that I recorded from a previous day. And you can go back and find old ones too. As you can see, it is 200 calories, so it's really not much. So the fact that it's a smoothie for breakfast, I love, instead of just a small meal. Say you are trying to lose weight and you are keeping, you know, account of your calories and trying to restrict them. Like if you were to have an English muffin, that's like 200 calories right there with whatever you're gonna put on it. But if it were me, I would eat it in like, you know, 2 seconds and then be like, okay, I'm still hungry. Because it takes your body a while to, you know, recognize that you've eaten something. And that might cause you to go to the kitchen more and make something else to also eat. And now you're consuming like twice as much as you wanted to. So with a smoothie, it's 200 calories. It's not a strawberry banana Julius. You're not slurping it down nonstop for like 2 minutes. You're casually sipping on it here and there. It's nice and creamy, but you're not gonna wanna like slurp the whole thing down at once. It's not a milkshake. It takes me a while to drink the entire thing. So by the time I'm done, I'm not hungry. I feel satisfied. Let me know if you do end up trying something like this or something similar, or you do have a favorite smoothie recipe. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to try them out. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll be coming out with similar things in terms of recipes. I also have planned some fitness videos, vlogs. I do have my other vlog. Feel free to go check that out. I don't have a whole lot of content if you're watching this when it first comes out on my channel, but do feel free to go watch at least 1 or 2 of my other videos. So if you're into health, fitness, you know, just watching a good old vlogger here and there, or even DIY kind of low budget things, saving money, that sort of stuff, this is the channel for you. Please subscribe and like this video if you did like the smoothie content. Alright, see ya.